At the beginning of the film, we see a woman writhing in labor pain. Soon after, she gives birth to a baby. The scene then cuts, and we are introduced to Maryam. Maryam introduces herself and tells the audience that today she is going to reveal a secret from her life that she has never shared with anyone before. She says that she has been living with a jinn for a long time. That jinn claims to be in love with her. Maryam also explains that this is not an ordinary jinn, but one of the most powerful races among the jinn. Maryam is still so terrified that she does not have the courage to even take the name of that jinn king, because she can feel that the horrifying jinn is still somewhere around her. After this, the scene shifts to the main story. At school, we see some children talking about Maryam as they watch her. They say that she always plays alone. They make fun of her and say that Maryam is a friend of the devil, which is why she is so strange. On the other hand, Maryam is talking to her invisible companion. She is sad that she talks alone, and that's why the other children think she is weird and don't play with her. She comforts her companion, saying, "They say bad things about you, but you're good, right?" Then she asks her invisible friend for money to buy ice cream and invites him to play with her. The students keep laughing at Maryam and insulting her by calling her the devil's friend. Suddenly, Maryam can no longer see her companion and asks, "Where did you go?" All of a sudden, Maryam runs toward the children and shouts, "My friend is not the devil. He is good." Hearing her scream, everyone gets scared. In the next scene, we see a teacher teaching Islamic history in the classroom. Right in the middle of the lesson, words begin to appear in Maryam's notebook. "I will always protect you." Seeing Maryam lost in thought, the teacher asks her about the history of Prophet Adam and Hawa, Eve. Maryam answers in a way that makes it seem like someone else is speaking through her. She starts explaining deep details about the Ifrit jinn Prophet Salayne and Queen Bilqis's throne. Knowledge that would be impossible for an ordinary child to have. The students in the class are shocked. One of them asks in amazement how Maryam knows all this. Just then another boy once again starts teasing her, calling her the devil's friend. The entire class starts making fun of him. Maryam gets angry and shouts, "My friend is not the devil. You people are the devil." Hearing this, everyone falls silent. But suddenly, the atmosphere in the classroom turns terrifying. A girl puts her finger into a pencil sharpener. One by one, everyone becomes possessed and starts muttering in Arabic. The teacher and students begin screaming in fear. A boy picks up a pen and stabs it into his own eye. Another boy bangs his head against a nail sticking out of a half-broken bench. He screams in pain and terror. Maryam never wanted this. She is completely horrified and starts shouting at the jinn to stop. And finally, Maryam realizes that the jinn living with her is actually not good. Crying, she yells at the invisible power, "You are evil. You are truly the devil." In the next scene, we see that Maryam's mother has brought her to an ustad. There, the ad and others together begin Maryam's exorcism. They loudly recite Ayatul Kursi and Surat Ikhlas to protect her from the evil influence of Satan. Suddenly the jinn inside Maryam roared, "This girl is mine." The ad asked the entity to reveal its identity. In response, the jinn speak in different languages like Javanese, Indonesian, and Arabic. It says that it has been with Maryam since her birth, like her shadow. Finally, it reveals its true form, saying that it belongs to the Ifrit lineage. All of a sudden, the jinn stand up and kick over a water bottle placed in front of the ustad. Then it snatches someone else's bottle and starts drinking the water. Staring straight into the ad's eyes, it growls menacingly. But the ad does not stop his prayers, and eventually, Maryam loses consciousness. After this, Salah explains to Maryam's mother that usually jinn enter the human body through filthy or impure places. But Maryam's case is not normal. A very ancient and powerful jinn called Afrit has possessed her. These jinn existed even before the arrival of Prophet Adam and are often involved in black magic and destruction. Still, the ad encourages them. He says that humans are superior to jinn, and inshallah they will win this battle. He promises that he will always help Maryam. The ad then asks Maryam if she likes her jinn friend. Innocently, Maryam says yes, but she also admits that she feels bad when it hurts others. She expresses her fear that if this continues, she will be left with no friends at all. The ustad advises her not to lose courage. After that, Maryam and her mother leave the place. The ad then talks to his students Farhan and Rizzi. The students ask if Maryam is okay now. The ad reassures them by saying, "Insha'Allah." The scene then shifts to the present. Maryam has grown up and is getting ready to go to work. Her mother reminds her about the necklace and tells her that the boy is waiting for her. We then see Maryam step out of the room, but her reflection is still visible in the mirror. This clearly means that the jinn are still with her. Bagas takes Maryam to work on his motorcycle. On the way, we see a man staring at them in a strange way. This is the same jinn who can change his appearance. When they reach their destination, they meet Adi, who had fallen victim to the jinn in childhood. He warns Bagas about Maryam and asks if he wants to end up like Adi. Bagas replies that Adi's condition is the result of his own foolishness. After that, Maryam's colleagues start making dirty jokes about her relationship with Bagos. They say that if Maryam falls in love, won't her devil friend get angry? They mockingly say that Bagos's head or liver might get pierced by the jinn's anger, just like Adid's. They also make fun of Maryam's necklace, saying it might be made from Bagas's liver. They ask if her devil friend gives her money too, and if so, he should give them some as well. Maryam silently endures all of this. Just then, Bogus arrives and says that on the boss's orders, they will have to go to the coastal area after Maghrib to increase fish production, a place that is said to be a den of demons. However, instead of Bagas, Maryam is assigned the duty to go there. Key mockingly says that Maryam doesn't need to be scared because Bagas is with her like a bodyguard. In the next scene, Maryam and the others reach the coastal area. The place truly looks deserted and haunted, which scares everyone a lot. Then Adi says there's nothing to be afraid of because Maryam is with them, the one whose friend is the king of the jinn. Adi shows the wound on his forehead and says how dangerous Maryam's jinn friend really is. Suddenly they see that Maryam's face has turned terrifying. On the other side we see the real Maryam, who was with Kai. Ki is shocked to see Maryam alone and asks if the others left her behind. Just then they hear screaming. They run to the spot and see that Adi, Bagas and Eka have been possessed with blood coming out of their mouths. Maryam then screams and tells the jinn to stop. She says, "Don't trouble my friends, stop." Strangely, the moment she says this, everything becomes calm. After the situation settles down, the workers tell Talixer everything. Eka claims that Maryam was with her and that Maryam caused all this. But Ki says that Maryam was with her. How can Maryam be in two places at the same time? This creates confusion. Talixer scolds everyone and tells them to be quiet, then asks everyone except Maryam to leave. Talixer becomes suspicious of Maryam. He feels that there is something evil inside her because the attack stopped as soon as she arrived and she was seen in two places. He decides to fire Maryam. Just then Bagas takes all the blame on himself and stands up for Maryam. He says it was his mistake to take them there at sunset and asks Sir for one more chance. Annoyed, Sir walks away saying that Bas is trying to act like a hero. After everyone leaves, Bas comforts Maryam. Bas admits that during the attack, he also saw the other Maryam and realized that it was Maryam's invisible companion. Maryam asks if Bas is scared of her. Bas clearly says that he will never be afraid of Maryam and will always protect her. After that, he drops Maryam home. When they arrive late, Maryam's mother gets worried. Bagas explains that something strange happened at work. Everyone except Maryam was possessed by the jinn. Maryam's mother then asks Bas whether even after knowing about this supernatural or jinn-related problem connected to Maryam, he has any issue with it. Bagas says with complete confidence that he has no problem at all. He clearly tells Maryam's mother that he wants to marry Maryam. Her mother warns him that this path won't be easy. But Bagas promises that he will always protect Maryam, and then he leaves. After this we see Maryam in her room. In her hand is a piece of paper on which Surah Jinn verse number 11 is written. She remembers that once the ad had said that if she wanted, she could see the true form of the Ifrit jinn. Maybe this could offer some solution to the problem. Maryam had agreed to see the jinn. The ad had advised her to repeatedly recite that verse, but he had also strictly warned her that human curiosity can make jinn even more powerful, so she would need to be very careful. Maryam is scared, so she puts the paper inside the drawer and lies down. But suddenly from inside, someone forcefully pushes the drawer, causing it to fall down. When Maryam goes closer in fear, she sees a paper lying there with the words written on it, "I will protect you." Maryam realizes that this is the work of the same jinn. Trembling, she starts reciting Surah Jinn, verse 11. As she continues reciting, the jinn's roars and screams grow louder. Maryam sees the reflection of the jinn appearing on the curtain of the door. But the moment Maryam's mother enters the room, everything returns to normal. Maryam is breathing heavily out of fear. Crying, she tells her mother that she is tired of this jinn and this strange life. She just wants a normal life. Her mother hugs her and tells her to be patient. Then she gives her some good news. Bagas has sent a marriage proposal and has also given his approval. The scene now shifts to the seaside. Maryam asks Bagas if he really wants to marry her. In reality, Maryam is worried about Bagos's safety. Bagas assures her that he truly loves her, and if they are together, there is nothing to be afraid of. When Bagas drops Maryam home, we see the jinn who is extremely angry at Bagas. The next morning, the jinn pulls off the necklace bag, escaped Maryam from her neck and throw it away. Maryam wakes up in shock and finds the necklace lying on the ground. After the door opens, she sees that Bagos has completely lost his mental balance. Outside the house, a huge crowd from the entire village has gathered. Before anyone can understand what's happening, Bagos starts smashing his own head repeatedly and ends his life. The scene then shifts to the graveyard. Maryam comes there to pray for Bas. But as soon as Bagos's mother sees her, she becomes furious. She starts shouting that her son died because of Maryam. People try to calm her down, but she tells Maryam to leave from there. Eventually, Maryam's mother takes her away. Meanwhile, the jinn send a message to the ad through a child, saying that it can even kill a human. In response, the ad reminds the jinn, life and death are only in Allah's hands, not in the hands of a jinn. Bagos's death completely shatters Maryam. She keeps saying again and again, it's all my fault. To calm her down, Maryam's mother tells her to recite istighfar, but Maryam continues to blame herself. When her mother tries to take her home, Maryam screams that she should just die. Her mother tries to stop her, but she doesn't calm down. Then Salih arrives and takes control of the situation. He explains to Maryam that she should not blame herself. Even though Bagos has died, and the situation is very difficult, she must not break down. Still, Maryam keeps crying, remembering Bagos and holding herself responsible. The Ustad warns her not to give up, because if Maryam loses hope and surrenders, that is exactly what the jinn want. Just then, the terrifying roar of the jinn is heard. The Ustad tells the jinn that humans are more powerful than jinn. This shows that no matter how much a jinn tries to scare people as Allah's creation, humans have a higher status and greater strength. In the next scene, Ustad Salih is seen offering namaz with full concentration. After the prayer, he begins to supplicate to Allah. Behind him, we see the jinn reciting the same words that the ad is reciting. Realizing this, the ad turns around and says, I know it's you. He asks what the jinn actually want. Instantly, the jinn appears in front of him and mocks him. As the ad continues his zikar, the jinn asks in a bitter voice whether he really thinks that this small prayer or zikar is enough to separate it from Maryam. In the end, the jinn let out an evil laugh. In the next scene, Ustad Salih asks Maryam whether she has offered her namaz or not. He understands her pain and says that he knows Maryam only wants to worship in peace and live a normal life. He encourages her, saying that Allah promises help to those who keep trying and continue their worship. Suddenly, the ad talks about leaving, and hearing this, Maryam panics. Worried, she asks how she will face this danger without the ad by her side. Then responds gently, saying that he is nothing more than a humble servant of Allah. It was Allah alone who protected Maryam all these days, and even if the Ustad is no longer there, Allah himself will continue to protect her. After this, Maryam opens her eyes, meaning she had been dreaming all this time. In the next scene, we see the Ustad being buried, which means the jinn had killed him as well. And here we see Farhan, who had been abroad for his studies all this time. After returning home, Maryam in pain says to the jinn, you want me to die, don't you? Do whatever you want with me. Why are you hurting others? Enraged by this, the jinn started destroying everything around. Maryam then receives a message from the jinn that says, spend your life with me. This angers Maryam, and she tries to end her life using a broken mirror lying there. Just then, her mother arrives and stops her. Both of them start crying. Her mother says that everything is her fault, but Maryam says that she wants to end her life. Anyway, the next day, we see Maryam walking into the sea, about to end her life. At that moment, Farhan arrives. The jinn mocks Farhan and says that his Adalai has already lost, so Farhan won't be able to harm him. Farhan bravely replies that if the jinn kills the girl, it will prove that the jinn is a coward. Seeking refuge in Allah, Farhan begins reciting prayers in Ruqya, which makes the jinn scream in pain. When the atmosphere calms down, Maryam regains consciousness. Farhan introduces himself and says that Ustad Sal had told him about Maryam and that they had met in childhood. Farhan explains to her that she should not blame herself for the death of Salih and Bus, because death is Allah's decree. Maryam's mother encourages her, telling her never to give up again. Maryam returns home and stands up to pray. Even during the prayer, the jinn troubles her and pulls her prayer mat, making her fall. But Maryam is no longer afraid and starts praying again. On the other hand, Farhan is sitting in the graveyard performing dhikur and making dua for the forgiveness of Ustad Salih and the others. Suddenly he notices some women sitting at a distance engaged in dhikur. All of a sudden the jinn appear there and threaten Farhan, saying that no matter what he does, Maryam will belong to the jinn and instead Farhan will lose his life. Saying this, the jinn and those women disappear. The next day, when Maryam goes to work, some people start gossiping about her. They say that Maryam had gone to commit suicide and that the new ad saved her. They are afraid that their fate might turn out like bee gas. Suddenly, Maryam becomes possessed and attacks one of them. In a deep voice, she threatens them in Arabic and grabs the person holding them over boiling water. Everyone starts screaming in terror. Then Farhan comes and calms Maryam down. After that, Farhan gave Maryam a tasbih that he had bought during his studies in Egypt. He encourages her, saying that Ustadil and Bog both want the same thing, that Maryam stays alive. Farhan reminds her that she is not alone. Allah is with her. Maryam returns home, offers her prayers, and starts reciting the supplication Farhan gave her. Just then she sees the wall catch fire. Instead of panicking, Maryam keeps repeating the dua again and again, and the atmosphere slowly becomes calm. Suddenly the jinn throws a box inside the room which contains a message. The jinn claim that he is in love with Maryam. In anger, Maryam throws the box into the fire. But as soon as she enters the room again, the box is found lying there once more. Maryam throws it into the fire again, but this time the jinn throws the box back out of the flames. The jinn say that he will protect Maryam, and that he loves her deeply. Maryam tells him to stop, and continues reciting istighfar. The jinn try to tempt her, but Maryam rejects him. In the end, Maryam takes all the papers and reaches Farhan. After reading everything, Farhan tells her that the jinn is trying to mislead her and wants to marry her. Then Farhan throws the box and the messages into the sea. Maryam fears what will happen if the jinn return, but Farhan advises her to trust in Allah. In the next scene, Maryam is praying in her room. Her mother steps out for work, and at that very moment Farhan enters the house. Seeing this, the neighborhood women become suspicious because there was no man in the house, and Maryam's mother was also away. They go inside to check. On the other hand, the real Farhan is sitting near Salaire's grave in the graveyard. The women find no one inside the house. Suddenly, the jinn take Maryam's form and attack them. Blood spreads everywhere, and the jinn pushes one woman and throws her onto a glass window. Hearing the screams, the real Maryam comes inside and is left frozen in terror after seeing everything. Meanwhile, near Asad Salad's grave, Farhan hears a verse from Surah Ar-Rum, through which he finds the solution to Maryam's trouble. Farhan immediately runs to Maryam's house. The villagers there are furious, but Farhan manages to control the situation even if he himself gets injured. Finally, Farhan reveals everything clearly. He says that according to Surah Ar-Rum, Allah has created partners for humans from among their own kinds. This means that a marriage between a jinn and a human is impossible. The only way to save Maryam is for her to marry a human. So Farhan proposes to her, saying, "Bismillah, please give me permission to marry you." Hearing this, the jinn become furious and threaten Farhan. He says that no one can separate Maryam from him, and if Farhan goes ahead with the marriage, he will kill him with a painful death. Farhan fearlessly replies that life and death are in Allah's hands, not his. He says, "You are no one to decide that." Reciting verses from the Quran, he confronts the jinn and brings Maryam back to normal. With this, the story ends here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And also subscribe to this channel for more